All right, got a quick one for you now. Canelo Alvarez, the next opponent. Now, I do have a friend at Golden Boy Promotion. Now, what I was told is it's going to be Billy Joe Saunders. Okay? And I've read a lot of articles confirming that, so I do believe it. But the thing about Golden Boy is you never know what's going to happen. Okay, and also, let me tell you, I think they're kind of, look, I don't know, we call it like a passive aggressive or whatever towards Gennady Golovkin. They're kind of sleeping on him because look, they're saying, look, Canelo might fight 3 times in 2020. They're talking about a fight in May. Okay, from what I hear, Billy Joe Saunders. Now, Callum Smith is another guy. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, number 2, they're talking about a trilogy with Gennady Golovkin in September and then another damn fight in December. Right? I mean, now imagine if you're Gennady Golovkin, you're like, oh, hold up. Now, wait a minute. We're fighting in September, but you're already planning a December fight? And I thought about it because it doesn't make sense because we know Canelo missed a very important Mexican holiday in 2019. You guys remember that? Okay, so it would make sense that he would fight 3 times in 2020. But whatever. Who cares? 2, 3 times. We just want to know who in the hell he's fighting. Okay, now the front runners, you guys know, Charlo, Gennady Golovkin, Benavidez, Plant, Beterbiev, Bivol, Ramirez. I think Ramirez is injured, I believe. Okay, so, and not only that, I don't like the timeline here, okay? I mean, what do we hear? March 5th. They're talking about a May 2nd fight. Now, Canelo knows exactly who he's fighting. Don't be fooled. He knows. He knows he is going to fight Billy Joe Saunders or Smith. I believe Billy Joe Saunders from what I've been told. But like I said, anything can change. Remember Oscar De La Hoya went on ESPN the other day, like 2 years ago, and he didn't even know. It was like a last minute thing. I believe it was a Gennady Golovkin fight. And he's like, yeah, we just heard Eric Gomez called me and boom, we thought the fight fell through. But now, Gennady Golovkin agreed to this, that, or whatever, and the fight happened. And like while he was on air, so anything can happen at the last minute is my point. But right now, I'm being told it's Billy Joe Saunders. So, and of course you have all the clickbait YouTube channels out there that jump the gun and hope they get it right. So I watched a couple of their videos, and at the end of their video, that's what I heard. It's like, whoa, dude, you just spent 10 minutes telling me for a fact. And at the last, 30 seconds, well, I heard. So don't quote me on that, guys. Knowing that nobody's going to listen to that 10-minute damn video. So they can say, I told you so. Whatever. The oldest trick in the book from these channels. But, okay, let me read what Eric Gomez had to say here. Okay, this is the most recent statement from Eric Gomez. Okay. He says right here, still working on the details for Canelo Alvarez next fight May 2nd. Okay, they're running out of time. With only 2 months to go before Canelo's next fight, the opponent still hasn't been announced for that date. Now, we also heard they were going to announce it Tuesday, Wednesday. But I think there were some negotiation problems and things like that. And also a lot of people snubbing Canelo. They've actually sent out a couple of offers to different guys. They said, no, hell no. No, I mean, forget your payday. Not enough time. I'm not going to be, the sacrificial lamb, so good on them, right? Right here, WBO middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders is believed to be that guy Golden Boy Promotions are interested in for the Canelo fight. But if it's going to be Saunders, 29-0-14, who has a lot of strikes against him, it's more important than ever Golden Boy gets the deal done ASAP. Okay, again, he goes on to say it's being worked out. Okay, and here's a very important detail. You hate to say it, but Canelo has a big advantage over his May 2nd opponent in that he knows who he will be training for. Unfortunately, Canelo's opponent, be it Saunders or Smith or whoever, has no clue whether they're going to get the gig or not. Okay? It's going to be bad for them. So again, we're already going into the next Canelo fight with Canelo having a huge upper hand. Now, a lot of people are claiming, hey, look, this is, he's innocent. It's just, it just worked out that way. Well, no. You're a multi-million-dollar company. You're the biggest one of the biggest boxing promotion companies on the planet. Get your shit together. They know exactly what they're doing. Oscar's been in this game for decades, okay? They know if you wait these guys out as long as you can, each and every day, you know, that's you get more and more and more of an advantage. And that's what I don't like. There's always something attached to a Canelo fight, whether it's a catch weight or a mismatch or the guy's too old or whatever it may be. Kovalev, I mean, come on. There's always something attached. And that's where I take issue. You know, that's what I don't like, you know, when we're talking about Canelo Alvarez. I mean, would you disagree? I mean, I've broken his resume down countless times. And look, like I said, there's always, you know, this little question mark next to his opponent. You know, now the next opponent, you know, that's when you look at it, you got fight week, okay? You got the training camp. You know, you're looking at a 4 to 6 week training camp. Today's March 5th. We're talking about May 2nd. You got 2 months, but you also have a ton of media obligations. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I do understand why a lot of these guys are, you know, turning it down, right? Because, you know, they're just like, hey, there's not enough time. And then look at the last time Canelo fought 3 times. I mean, I'm looking at BoxRec right now. I mean, 2015, 2 fights. 2016, 2 fights. 2017, 2 fights. 2018, 2 fights. 2019, 2 fights. Jacobs, Kovalev. Rocky Fielding, Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin again. Chavez, Smith, Amir Khan, Miguel Cotto. I mean, you got to go way back. Let's see. Has he ever fought 3 times in a year? I don't know. I don't see it here. Okay, 2011, 1, 2, 3, had 4 fights in 2011. So the last time Canelo Alvarez had 3 fights in 1 year was 2011. He had 4. Okay, 2012, 2013, all the way up to 2020, only 2 fights per year. Okay, looking on BoxRec right now, okay, it's blank. They don't know who it is. And the thing is, after that Kovalev fight, right? After that Kovalev fight, you know, even Oscar said, you're going to be shocked by the next opponent. Well, what is shocking? To me, shocking is Bivol, you know, or, you know, someone at light heavyweight. Or that, to me, that would be shocking. Billy Joe Saunders, I don't hate the fight, but I don't know if I would call it shocking, right? I mean, would you agree? And look, I'm not hating on Canelo. I don't, look, I want to say, for the record, I don't hate the Billy Joe Saunders fight. I don't like it, but I don't like the way it's already unfolding, right? It's already giving Canelo the upper hand. Not only is he the establishment fighter, you know, the Vegas cash cow, the protected elite class. I mean, all the above. You know, the judges are on his side, but just everything, right? Not only do you have all that, but now, you know, you're forcing your opponent into a rush training camp. And what kind of shape is Billy Joe Saunders in? Is it going to be a fat camp, you know, or is he currently in shape? We don't know. I mean, you never know with these guys, right? I mean, to me, he doesn't look to be, I mean, he looks normal, but, you know, you can tell he hasn't been really training. So basically, Billy Joe Saunders, you know, he's got to kick it off next week. Get his coach lined up, his training camp, the nutritionalist. I mean, all that, right? He's got to organize all that. And the media obligations, because, you know, I would imagine they're going to do a large media tour, probably, you know, 3 or 4 major cities like they typically do. And another reason they do that is because they know it pulls away their opponent. You know, so again, I don't like the tactics here. But they're also saying the Gennady Golovkin fight in September, DAZN is putting a lot of pressure on Canelo. You know, they're saying, look, you know, we're giving you 35, 40 million per fight. You know, you promised us a trilogy. So, you know, I think that we're going to get it. It's going to happen. Now, do I think Gennady Golovkin is going to win? I'll say it now. No, I don't. I absolutely, look, at a minimum, if things go, I mean, best case scenario, Gennady Golovkin loses by decision. I wouldn't even say split. Probably unanimous decision, but I'm going to say a TKO. I mean, based on that last fight, and, you know, look, we'll see Gennady Golovkin fight again pretty soon here, but against who? A mandatory? Come on, really? I mean, how many free passes are we going to give Gennady Golovkin? You know, and that's, again, that is for another video. And actually, I'm going to put out a video telling you guys what I think about Gennady Golovkin right now. It's not good. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. And you guys, look, you know, sub to the channel, okay? It really does help me out. Or hit the damn like button. Do something here. I'm trying to break 10,000. I need your help. And we're going to make some major improvements around here. So, all right, guys, leave it below.